So you pawn his jewelry, you sell it, and then you go buy this AK.
Yes.
And are you expecting some beef from Rick Ross at this time?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You better believe it. You know what I mean? Nothing kicked off, but we had moments though. I think it had a video one time, Rick Ross, and it was funny because Jeezy was like, Dread, you seen that video? I said, what video? They said Rick Ross put out a video, say he was gonna choke Jeezy. So I seen the video. So I was like, yo, let me go in World Star, whatever, and tell the story, what actually happened. And they was like, nah, you know, charges might get pressed. And I'm like, charges? Like, you know, Rick Ross a gangster rapper, he ain't gonna press no charges, you know what I mean? But I set the record straight. This is when he was like, whoever the big black dude is with the bumps, you need to give him something special. But what was crazy about that, and Rick Ross brought it back up. It happened. You understand? It happened. Who was there in the hallway knew what happened. Nobody outside happened. So when Rick Ross did that interview, you know, I was kind of shocked because he's kind of shouting me out. He was like, yo, whoever the big black dude is with the bumps in the face, you need to give him something special for Christmas. You know what I mean? So that was the opponent telling Jeezy, you know, as we fast forward to the, you know, other side of the story, he was telling him to take care of me. You know what I mean?
Now, I believe there was another incident in New York where you got into it with a guy named Torch from MMG.
Yeah, I got in with Torch. Like, I'm a street cat, but I'm still corporate. So when it comes to like beef, I think street. So we got in there with the boss. You gotta watch out for their foot soldiers. You know what I mean? Torch, he came over and he was like, let me holler at Jeezy. And I was like, nah, you can't holler at Jeezy. And, you know, I think he told me or some shit. And I was like, me, yo, and I got in his ass. Yeah, I got him. I whooped him. I picked him up, I slammed him out. I whooped the hell out of him. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was solidifying my position as a bodyguard. This is what I do. You know what I mean? This all day, every day. This is what I do. City to city, town to town. You know what I mean? Island to America. This is what I do. So, you know what I mean? So he stepped up and I crushed him.
Okay, and about 2 years later, T.I. gets them to squash the beef. Were you around for that?
They did it behind that, but before the beef got squashed, it was weird. Cause I had a cat, shout out my nigga Scargio. He knew he was tight with somebody from around Rick Ross camp. So he was talking, you know, they was elaborating. And then one of my dad friends used to do bodyguarding in Orlando for Rick Ross when he comes to Orlando. And one day he called me. So I'm not gonna like put Rose out there like he's simple or he ain't nobody. Like they did try to come at me. You know what I mean? Let me put that out there. They did try to come at me, but it had good parties. And I mean, he asked my dad friend about me, and my dad friend, you know, he told him I'm a soldier, and my dad, you know, he was that nigga. So it was kind of like a balance. We gonna talk about the T.I. stuff, but I just want to let it be known, like, you know what I mean? I didn't just chief off Rick Ross. Like, you know, they try to come at me. They was running my name. He actually asked my dad friend my government name. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And afterwards, he called me. He was like, yo, you need to check yourself because these guys are inquiring heavy about you. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to act like Rose. He wasn't checking in.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.